the city of lakes is expected to become the next city to run dry.
Tamil Nadu and its capital city are struggling to meet the water demand of its citizens.
This city has a strange link with the parachutes used in the World War II. The name of this city has a connection with your brain, knowing which it will help you to make better life choices. Starting off with, I am at a beautiful place atop a hill in this city. A hill which holds a temple. A temple which holds a story. A story which holds a secret to our brain. Once upon a time, there lived an invincible demon here called Mahishasura. After years of penance, Brahma was finally pleased and offered him a boon. Mad with power, Mahishasura demands immortality, and Brahma granted it. So he considered himself to be as good as immortal. So he started waging wars with the Devas. The gods fought with all their might, but they could not match the demon from the boon he had got. Unable to defeat nor tolerate Mahishasura's cruelty, the gods pleaded to the trinity of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. They stood as the final hope to do a miracle. Together, the trinity combined their spiritual energy and created a female form called Durga or Chamundi. Goddess fought Mahishasura, a battle of immense proportions. So here we are on the hilltop at the temple of Chamundi. This place was called Mysuru, meaning the village of Mahisha. As the time passed, now the city is called Mysuru. What's a visit to Mysuru without catching the vibes of the Mysuru Palace?
Bengaluru, once called the city of lakes, is expected to become the next city to run dry.
Tamil Nadu and its capital city are struggling to meet the water demand of its citizens.
The Indian farmer, they say, is born in debt, lives in debt and dies in debt. A harsh truth closer home in Karnataka, which is at the brink of a crisis in one of the most fertile regions of the state, the Kaveri Belt.
If we think this endless stretch of water will never run out, then watch this.
Almost 7 months in a year, Kaveri doesn't reach the ocean, it dries up. Right here somewhere.
The biggest concern is not even water, the biggest concern is soil. There is not enough organic content, means you can't hold water. 96% of our rivers flow only with rainwater. If you have vegetation, our ability to hold the rainwater is enhanced. Either the rainwater, which happens approximately in 45 to 50 days in the year, it all flows out within the next 50 days. The only way you can slow down is by vegetation, simply no other way. Because of vegetation, it is held and drop by drop, it is let off, it becomes small rivulets. And rivulets become streams, streams become rivers. So what do we have to do for this? It's very simple. For every major river, 1 kilometer on either side, there must be plantation. If it's government land, forest. If it's farmland, from regular farming to horticulture. We have converted literally over 69,670 farmers in Tamil Nadu. Their incomes have gone up 5 to 10 times in a matter of 8 to 10 years. All it takes is 3 to 4 years of subsidies to help him transition After that, he doesn't need support. These 4 years, if you support him, he will shift to agroforestry. Once there is economic benefit, after that even subsidies are not needed, people will anyway shift. We want to convert 1/3 of the Kaveri basin into agroforestry. If you do this, the 46% depletion that's happened in the river waters will come back. River will flow once again, farmers will be rich and well-to-do. This project is called Kaveri Calling because she's been calling. Can you hear is the question. Hello, can you hear? Kaveri is calling.
My heart beats for Kaveri, does yours too? One of the things Mysuru is well known for is the Mysuru silk saree. These sarees have gained a special place in the hearts of women across the globe. Meet Tyagraj, who owns a mulberry plantation and silkworm rearing center, and he says,
1 kg ಗೂಡು ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಕೊಕ್ಕನ್ ಬರೋಕ್ಕೆ 15ರಿಂದ 18 kg ಸೊಪ್ಪು ತಿನ್ನೋದು. 6ರಿಂದ 7 kg ಗೂಡಿಗೆ 1 kg ನೂಲು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಚಾಕಿ ಹುಳು. ನೆನ್ನೆ ಇದು ಚಾಕಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡೇ. ತುಂಬ ಸಣ್ಣದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಈಗ 16,000 ಹುಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಹುಳು ಚಾಕಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಜೋರಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ 16,000 ಸತಿ ದಪ್ಪ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 7 ಡೇಸ್ಗೆ ಇದು ಹುಳ ಯಾರವು ಇದ್ದವು 4 ಜಡದಿಂದ ಎದ್ದಿರವು. 4 ಜಡದಿಂದ ಎದ್ದಿ 5ನೇ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್.
but there were no cocoons here, so it was finally time to hit the road again in search of the cocoons. Waving him a bye, I set out to find the next stage, the cocoon formation. After much of roaming around, I found a place where grown worms had built cocoons around them.
ಇದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಗೆ ನಾಳೆ ಹೋಯ್ತದೆ ಈ ಗೂಡು. ಬೀಟೇನು ಕೂಗಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಮೊಬೈಲಿನ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಒತ್ತುದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ.
From here, it is sent to a place having a history of more than 100 years. It is the Mysuru Silk Factory. In 1912, the king Krishnaraja Wadayar bought 32 power looms from Switzerland and set up the Mysore silk weaving factory. Over the years, not only did the factory clothe the royal family, but also made parachutes for the British Army during the World War II. So how was the story linked to our brain?
This imagery has continued just to indicate the beastly nature, the animal nature in a man, because the modern neurology recognizes that there is a part of your brain which is reptilian. That means it's at that stage of development which is instinctive and does things in a certain way. But over that, a flower of cerebral cortex evolved, which is what makes you human, which is what allows you to be a scientist, this is what allows you to be a spiritual seeker. But if you go back to this, all you have is instincts of survival. There are experiments, there are studies which show that with certain practices of meditativeness, reptilian brain, which is always about fixing boundaries, will begin to communicate with the outer part of the cerebral cortex and it function as one brain. You will see all the imagery in the yogic culture, flower, flower, small flower, small flower, small flower, big flower. It opened up. If it opens up, now human intelligence is functioning in a very unifying way, not in a way that you will become exclusive, you will become inclusive. Inclusiveness is not a philosophy. Inclusiveness is the nature of the existence. No other creature is able to realize this. The imagery or the symbolism is that beast has been killed and put down. That is the symbolism of Mahishasura and his buffalo, dead and down, This means you are big flower.